most famous physical therapist on the internet.
Well, hi there, folks. I'm Bob Schrupp, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck, physical therapist.
Together we are the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
In our opinion, of course, Bob.
Today we're going to talk about the top 3 steps to fix most shoulder problems, including, hopefully, my sister-in-law. And that's how this all started, by the way.
What's her name?
It's Deanne, and she said I could say her name.
She did. You got permission. Okay.
Wonderful gal. Wonderful gal.
Carry on.
By the way, if you're new to our channel, please take a second. That includes you, Deanne. I think she has already subscribed to us. Make sure you subscribe to us. We provide videos how to stay healthy, fit, pain-free, and we upload every day. Also, go to our website, bobandbrad.com. We're always giving something away. Liz, what are we getting? Wall anchor. Oh my God, you can't go wrong with the wall anchors.
Say no more.
Go to Facebook. You can also find it there. The contest will be pinned to the top of the page. Go to Instagram, Twitter, or TikTok if you want 60 seconds of Bob and Brad a day. So I took a look at her shoulder. She had injured it by doing a lot of overhead activities where she was working.
Very common. Very common.
And then kind of re-injured it. I think it was a kind of a semi-fall where she fell on her arm. And but it seemed like it was going to be a pure case of impingement to me. But her pain is back here. And you know how back here, if pain is back here, it tends to be often from the neck.
Right. That's kind of one of our it's just typical pattern.
Right. And that's what, this is what we talk about, how sometimes it's very difficult to tell if it's coming from the neck or if it's difficult if it's coming from the shoulder.
Right.
Now, she has had some neck surgery, so I was concerned that it could be coming from the neck. But I did some arm tests on her. And oh my God, I made her cry. I'm sorry, Deanne. I made her cry.
Oh, Bob.
I know.
She's an in-law, though.
Yeah. What does that mean?
Well, that's okay.
That's okay.
If it was your sister, it'd be a different story. Yeah.
Wow.
Anyways, let's carry on.
So anyway, I did the ear test. I did Hawkins Kennedy. It was really positive, which usually means it's an impingement.
Hawkins Kennedy.
Yep. Yeah. What did I call it?
Yeah.
So, anyway. She is right-handed, but it's her left arm. It's a burning type of pain. Like I said, it can be in the scapula too. So because I'm not completely sure, and it felt a little bit better when I pushed it back in place.
Yep.
We're just going to give you some things that are not going to harm it, and possibly could help it.
But what's her posture in general? Is she kind of
not? It's not too bad, but she is. That arm is definitely rounded forward.
Okay.
Yeah, that one compared to the right one.
So we want to know, what did you give her for exercises or to correct this on her own?
Right. So the first thing we always want to talk about is posture. I'm kind of jumping ahead here.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah. So I had her do W's, and I really didn't explain. Again, it's at a family gathering, so I don't know if I explained it real well why we're doing posture.
Did she have a beer in her hand?
Well, no, but
you better not tell.
Yes.
It's a family show. So W's, you mean this?
Yeah, W's. So we're trying to get I'm going to show on the skeleton, Brad, because it's going to be easier to explain why we're doing this.
And, when you work with posture in shoulders, it's almost guaranteed you're not going to make it worse. It's almost always a good thing.
It's always a good thing.
Yeah.
Forget about Gumby here, but you can see the shoulder here attaches to the shoulder blade. And if that shoulder blade, actually I should show it on this side, Brad, because this is the right one.
Yep, there you go.
If this shoulder blade is forward like this, it's going to move the shoulder kind of forward to it. And if it's tipped and it's all going to move this shoulder, it's going to be out of place. And over time, that causes problems when you use the shoulder.
So that shoulder blade, like right now, when I do from here to here.
Yeah, look how his shoulder blade comes forward.
Yeah, and people may not be aware of that. They think just the shoulder's moving, but the whole shoulder blade slides across the rib cage, and that throws the mechanics off of the shoulder joint, and you can have problems.
So that's why we want you to do what we call shoulder squeezes, or W's. So you're going to put your arms like this. You're going to squeeze your shoulder blades together.
Squeeze!
And you should do this throughout the day, like, 5 to 10 times.
Right.
I mean, 5 to 10 repetitions, and probably like 8 times a day. You're really trying to work on getting that shoulder blades back and stay back, so you're actually getting some strengthening by doing that.
And then just monitor your posture throughout the day. If you're at a computer, are you slouched forward? Are you really posture falling apart? always monitor, shoulders back, head up. Good posture is
Yeah,
critical.
you really want those shoulders not to roll forward. I mean, that's we see that a lot of people that they come forward like this, and we want
Mhm.
them back like that. And a lot of times, with some people, that alone makes it
Oh
feel
yeah,
better.
yep.
So the second thing we talked about already, Brad, with her, it was positioning. So I want the arm to calm down. We want
Yeah.
the shoulder to calm down, and this is always safe to do for everyone. So I told her to always make sure she has a pillow in her chair when she's just sitting,
Like watching TV
watching
or
TV or doing any activity. She shouldn't drive. She was driving with that left arm, and apparently she's doing like a, I don't know, like a cool thing, putting it on top of
well,
the
that way you
steering
can
wheel.
just raise your fingers to say hi to
Yeah, that's
someone
right. The Minnesota High and the Wisconsin High. So you should have it supported too. We're also going to show you in bed how you want to have it supported, because she said
Ah,
she had to sleep with it like this. And I'm not sure if she's sleeping on it or sleeping, but she says it hurts to put it out,
yep.
which is a little weird too, isn't it?
Well, again,
Unless it's way up and it's impinging.
yeah, and she doesn't know if she's sleeping on it or not.
I didn't ask. I should have.
I mean, most people do toss and turn a little bit, so
Yeah.
there's a good chance I think she might have
Let's
been.
do both scenarios here. Where let's say we're first going to talk about. Ideally, I don't want you to sleep on it.
Mhm.
So what you're going to do is you're going to sleep on your right side.
Yep.
You don't need this yet. So
Mm.
you're going to sleep on your right side, and you're going to put one pillow here, and you're actually going to take two pillows. Believe it or not, because one pillow goes here and one pillow goes underneath the arm, and
Right.
so you're still bent like she likes it.
What do you mean? Her elbow?
Yeah.
Okay. Mhm.
Yeah, but it's not. It's not like this.
Right.
I want it just comfortably, almost at your side.
Yeah. And you'll feel it. It feels good to have that up under the elbow and not hanging.
Yeah, you don't want it like this, because
Yeah.
see how the shoulder's internally rotating,
Pulls
and
it
without
forward.
this, it's even worse. And even if you go like this, it's all in a bad position. You want to, and if you sleep all night long like that, you're really not allowing it to heal as well as it could.
Right. If you don't sleep well with an injury, it's not going to heal. If the injury wakes you up, it's telling you it's
Yeah,
it's taking a step
it's
backwards.
inflammation, right? So if you feel like you have to sleep on that side, again, I prefer that you don't. We've done this many times. Is that you take a throw pillow and you throw it at Pete. That's her husband. No, you put a little, and you make a little gap here, a canal.
The infamous canal.
Yeah, and this gives you a little room for the shoulder to sit without putting too much pressure
Right.
on it. You're taking pressure on the head, the pressure on the chest, and not as much pressure on the arm.
And notice he has two pillows, something to elevate the head, so that's not the neck is not irritated, especially with her with a history of
Right.
cervical
Yeah,
problems.
she wants to have the neck in proper position. Okay, in addition to all that, we're going to give you one booyah stick exercise. Now,
Right.
you can, if you're at home, you can use a broomstick or something. I sent one to her. So
Oh, you
she's-
did?
Yeah.
Wow, you're a nice brother-in-law.
Yeah, I'm trying to score some points here. Did you want to
You want?
give me one too?
Well, you can use this one.
Oh,
I'll use the red one.
all
All right. So yeah, so whatever you need a stick, and it's nice to be an inch and a half in diameter. And if you put it on the chair, you can put it on the chair. You might be able to do it on the floor.
She
this
might be able to do it on the
technique.
floor. She's a short lady.
Oh, okay.
But if she can, you have to see, because what you're trying to do, you're working your way up the pole.
hmm
It's like pole dancing. I should
It's
say
a
that.
stick, Bob.
It's
Be
a
a
stick.
stick. Don't
stick.
get your mind that
So
way.
anyway, you're gonna start with like this, and you're gonna put the arm forward like this, and you're gonna lean forward, and you're feeling like you're pushing down with the hand
Like you're trying to push the stick into the floor
into
while
the
you do
ground
this.
at the same time while you're doing this, and it's almost like you're hanging a little bit here.
Yep.
Now this should be pain free. If that hurts, maybe just try some movement there for a couple days. Do you know what I mean?
Right. And you notice Bob slid his hand
Slid
down.
his hand down.
I had one patient, I didn't explain it well enough, and he was doing this, and he was allowing his hand to slide down the stick, and that's not the
No,
idea.
you keep the hand stays at the same level,
Right,
and then over time you try to work your way up
right.
and go further and further. For me again, to get way up here, I have to go and you could eventually end up like this.
Right.
So you're hanging a little bit and you're pushing down, and it's just putting the shoulder in
Yeah.
place is what it's doing.
This is hard to tell, but when you are up here or down here, that little motion forward when you have your hand fixed on the stick really it does a nice stretch on there. And again, if it hurts, you're not going to do it,
Right.
especially a sharp pain. If it's a stretch, a gentle stretch pain, and then you loosen up on it, feels good afterwards, then it's okay. So be cautious with this. We don't want to irritate it. Just stretch it.
Yeah, again, if you have to, start way low like this
Right.
and even push down and go and try this.
Right.
And it's a sneaky way, like we always show people that if I go like this, then I'll let go. Look how high it is.
Right.
So it's
Exactly.
a way, so hopefully through all those, it'll get it back into position, stay in position, and it'll stop giving you trouble. So
was she grateful?
well, she's always grateful. She's a great gal. She
So-
is. She's a good person. So
And
solid goal. Good
so
kids.
you were doing this in front of the whole family, doing a little assessment.
Yeah, a little bit. Why?
Yeah. I got to be honest with you, Bob. I'm not very good at family gatherings when they come up and say, "Can you look at this?" And my mind is I'm completely lost. It's like,
Yeah, I
and you
sometimes
don't want to say no, but I have to go to another room and close the door. And
I've done that too. Sometimes I feel like I'll think back later. I'm like, God, I didn't do this. I didn't do this. I didn't. You're not in your element, and so you miss things.
right.
And sometimes they can be crucial things.
Yeah.
So
Well, so if this was the case, I hope she doesn't. She takes it well.
just don't sue me. Okay. Thanks everybody
Take
for
care.
watching.